Morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Just out here splitting a load of red oak. Yesterday's tree removal we did. Part of it. But I'm gonna try to get some of it split up before I dump it here. Got about an hour before I gotta go to work, so we're gonna start splitting it, some of it. That way I don't gotta pick it up off the ground. So I'm gonna cut some of it up. Piles. Roof them down. He's a little big for the tire to pick some up off of it, or will just get stuck in there. And they're tight when you put them in. Split them up and they end up stuck. He over in training SG. He's out here trying to get some wood split before it gets too hot out. Nice morning so far. Hope everybody's having a good day. Good morning. SG, Narika, M Slam, OM, Crackish, Raghev. Can't really read some of you guys' names. Martin, Francisca, Andrea, Lily. Thanks everybody for coming in. Here's some really nice straight oak trees we're working with again. Not a lot of knots in them. They split fairly easy, so. Ivan, Shazad, check out how many acorns are on this thing already. We're going to save a few of these branches with acorns, so see, it's completely full. Just cleaning up yesterday, I had a harder time because a little bit of a slope. And all the acorns on the ground wasn't like being on marble. Too close to the truck. Sure is heavy after working with the maple. The maple tree last week, and go to oak, it seems like it's twice as heavy. Fisher likes it though. And this plum. This is the plum, but Fisher splits right through this stuff. Got some red oak in my other wood yard, and it's been drying too long now. It's really hard to split. Seems like it's about impossible to split bigger rounds. You have to rip it in half with a saw, some bigger rounds. Got a little bit of a knot in it. Mitch, it's just after 6 when I get out of here, so 6:52 now. 6:52 a.m. in the morning. So got about a half hour or 45 minutes before I gotta head to work, so I figured I'd do a little splitting where it warms up. It's supposed to get really hot again today. But out of the stuff I cut to length, I got this cut some of this stuff up here in a second after I split these last 2 rounds. I'll start working at that. Got the 590 out here. Really good saw. You go buy 500 out here next few days. Just have a better saw. So I'm gonna use the 590 for the most part. I was gonna buy a 661, but the other guys I work with, they all have 661, so I heard I'd get something different. Yeah, I'm gonna get the 500i since no one has one of them. Ain't good for the handle. I think it's lifetime guaranteed, huh? Whoops. Hit the tripod. The piece of oak. That's not good. That's no good. That's a Fisker, bitch. Fisker X27. Unless you're talking about the saw, Husqvarna, no, it's a Echo CS590. Not sure what you meant by Husky, Mitch. I don't know if you meant the axe as a Husky or the Husqvarna saw, but no, it's got an Echo saw and a Fisker's axe. Bruno Lazar, hello. Thanks for coming in. Just had to position the phone there, and a piece of wood fly over at the tripod. Put in the tire. This is a naughty. Let's see if I can There's the sunshine already. Let's come up over the trees. I feel like today's gonna be the warmest day of the last 2 weeks. We haven't had no rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it'll be hot up until we get rain. Seems like that's the way it has been lately. Rain's supposed to be coming in tonight and tomorrow, so it hasn't rained in about 2 weeks, and it's been hot every day for the last 7-8 days. It's been up into the 80s and low 90s. Anyhow. So finally started recording and doing lives with my camera on. It'd actually be on the back of my phone, because it seems like when I record with the camera on this side, on the front of my phone, where I'm looking at the screen, seems like it reverses everything, like I'm swinging left-handed and stuff. So I'm hoping it's changed now that I'm doing it the other way. I haven't really looked at a video or live. I haven't did a live since I started recording with the other camera. So yeah, I started watching the old lives and stuff just to see what they were like, and it was kind of odd. I was swinging an axe with the left hand. I definitely can't swing an axe with my left hand, so just the camera was flipping everything around and making it all look different. So we try this today. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys can tell if I'm swinging right-handed now, or so if it's flipping everything around again. LS, I'm in western Pennsylvania, just below Interstate 80, about an hour and a half north of Pittsburgh, in Clarion County. About an hour and a half from Pittsburgh, or an hour from Erie. If that gives you any idea. Somebody texted me. I think it's someone from work, so I'm going to check this. Not sure what. Sorry about that, guys. That's someone messaged I didn't even read it, but can't do a live one getting text, so. Anyhow, we're gonna start cutting at some of this stuff here, because see what time we got. See how much more time I got. About a half hour, 40 minutes left I can work if we're gonna go. I'm gonna start working some of this here. Just trying to get some of it split up before dumping on the ground here. It's less work. Taking it right out of the truck and onto the splitting block. So, let's start cutting some of this here. warming up already. Figured I'd come out here before it got hot, but it's already hot. Yeah, Jeff, that's a good running saw. I actually only paid $100 for that saw. I got it off a guy who's helping do some tree removals for. Give him a day's worth of work and $100 for it. So I got my money's worth out of it. So. I don't know if you guys, I've showed you guys these chains before, but this style chain I really like. It has a bigger raker on it. It's a weird style raker. It almost looks like another tooth, but only thing I don't care for it it seems like after you sharpen this chain down a ways, you get to file the rakers a little more than the normal raker. Seems like the rakers, the way that design is, it clears the cut out a lot faster. I don't know. It seems like they cut faster. They're kind of expensive. I forget what the chains are called. They're like, I get them at the Echo dealer. They're like $32 a chain. They're a little expensive, but I don't buy them very often. Got 2 of them so far. I think I'm gonna start making my own chain if I can find all that style chain and start making my own. Might be actually worth it, but they're a little too expensive. So, thanks, Jeffrey. Can't believe how fast it warmed up in the last half hour out here. Really nice this morning when I come out here. Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, it's pretty bad when it's hot way up there. A little hot for you guys anyway, but yeah, Jacob, you ain't lying about that. It's been that way for the last week and a half. But I gotta get to. I gotta go to work here in about a half hour, so it'll be nice and hot by the time I get there. Gotta finish doing these oak removals. We got one down yesterday, and I started on the second one, but we still got about half of it to take down and a lot of cleanup to do yet. The only thing that sucks about recording on the other camera so I don't flip everything, I gotta walk around the phone to read all the comments, so. Margarita Perez said hi. Thanks for coming in. But anyhow, see what time we got. I gotta get going here soon. But anyhow, I guess starting tomorrow to stream on YouTube now, you're gonna have to, I guess for everybody, even not just the creators, but just anybody streaming, are gonna have to, like, just to watch YouTube, you're gonna have to verify, like you have to show your real ID or something. I'm not sure what the heck it is, but supposedly a lot of the viewers are gonna, they're saying we're gonna lose a lot of viewers, so I'm not sure what that's gonna do tomorrow. Seems like my channel's been doing good so for the last couple of weeks, so hopefully don't change anything, but it might, the way they're talking. I don't think a lot of people are going to want to submit all their information and credit card information, all that, just to go on a stream video. So, but that's what they're saying. They're going to have to either do like a facial recognition or give their driver's license or real ID just to prove they're real. I guess it's something to do with all the bots or something like that, they're saying, but who knows. I think they're going to lose a lot of viewers over that, because I'm not too sure, but the way the analytics are on my channel, it says about 45% of my viewers are 65 years and older. So I don't know if it's true or not, but if that's the case, I don't think the viewers, the ones that view my channel, the older people, I don't think they're gonna want to give all their information up like that, and they'll probably just go on to watch something else. But hopefully not. Not sure how all that's gonna play out here. I think it said it's starting on the 13th tomorrow, so see what happens. Anyhow, I figured I'd do a live before all that, because not sure, like I said, not sure how that's gonna play out. My last channel, my outdoor channel, I have two outdoor channels. One that got hacked, my first one, and the second one I started building it up, getting subscribers on it, and then they started demonetizing a lot of the outdoor channels for some stuff. So just stuff that was, they said, unethical, whatever it was, I don't know, but like fishing and hunting, all that stuff, they started cracking down on a lot of them channels. So I wasn't doing very good on that channel anyhow, the second one I started. So I started this firewood channel because there seems to be a lot of interest in the firewood community, so like the logging and stuff. So I figured I'd try this out, and it's been going good so far for the last month or two. I just actually hit 5,000 subscribers overnight. I have a short video out that's up over 2 million views, and it's been getting like 100,000 views a day or better. Some days closer to 200,000, but anyhow, seems like as soon as I start doing good, it's like my last channel started getting a lot of followers and stuff, and then they started cracking down on the outdoor channel, so I kind of gave up on it. And now hopefully this real ID thing starting tomorrow, hopefully that don't mess with all the creators again. So we'll see what happens though. They're claiming people are gonna lose a lot of viewers, so basically you got to have a Google account or YouTube account just to go on YouTube and watch it. It's what it's going to be. I'm pretty sure something like that. So, but anyhow, Help3 said hello. Martin Peter said hi. Thanks for coming in, guys. I'm gonna keep splitting here, and I'm gonna split a little bit more of this, and then I gotta dump the rest of it and get to work. So. Need to invest in one pickaroons everybody uses. Or just make one. Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. I realized that shortly after I started my channel, so kind of give up on my outdoor channel. There's nobody that wants to watch a fishing. Lately, I haven't been catching many fish this year anyhow, so. And another thing about the fishing around here, it's hard to go live anywhere. It seems like anywhere you fish is down along the river and you don't have phone service to go live unless you're at a lake or something. Seems like most of the rivers around here you don't have signal to go live. All the good spots I fish, so. Sorry about that, guys. My phone screen dimmed out on me there. My battery died really fast there this morning. I had it up to almost 50% when I charged it. These seems like batteries don't stay charged on phones nowadays, especially when you try to go live. So I brought my battery charger just for that reason. Anyhow, I'm gonna have to get on here pretty soon anyway. I don't know if this charger's long enough to fit to reach to my tripod anyhow. Yeah, Jeffrey, it's hard going live at any fishing areas. It seems like you're down too low around this area anyway, so. But yeah, guys, sorry about that. My phone screen dimmed out. I think it ended the live for a second. It said it reconnected. But now it's all blurry. There we go. But anyhow, we're getting ready to end it anyhow. I could be at work at 8 and it's 7:40, so good thing the job's only about 10 minutes away, so. And I'm usually late every day anyway. So anyhow, we're gonna dump this load of oak out here and get heading to work. So thanks everybody for coming in. I guess I'll keep the live going while I dump this, and then I get everything split up that I cut. You can see got a pretty good pile split there this morning. All the loose stuff laying there was all split this morning. Stay close to a face cord. Only about an hour's worth of splitting. Just a morning exercise about it. Give me something to do. I'll split a piece of this maple up here. I got some maple right behind us here. See how it splits. Not sure what kind of maple that is. This one splits pretty easy. Well, I don't split maple down the middle unless it's small rounds. It's always harder to split maple down the middle. When you get in the bigger rounds, you're better off to work around the edge of it. I'm gonna make some room over here, get some rows of maple started stacking. What's wrong, pal? That's my last round of river birch here. I got to split up. I just been using it for a block, splitting block. So anyhow, we're gonna get this oak dumped out here, and hopefully I don't hit the tripod when I dump it. Just set you guys back a little ways. Okay, guys, we're gonna end it at that. Thanks everybody for coming in. Thank you, Jeff. You have a good day also. I got the forks for my Kubota there yesterday. They come in the mail, so I'll probably doing a video on that soon, see how they work out. I got some logs I gotta move around, so they're just the forks that attach to the bucket, so we'll see how that works out. But anyhow, might go live here next few days or this weekend coming up or something next time I get a chance. So thanks everybody for coming in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.